Hi, everybody. So I was driving in here tonight, and I pulled up next to... So I got to the light. Actually, let me start over. I got to the light, and I looked over, and there was a guy who threw a cigarette butt out of the window of his Prius. And I was like, yeah, that explains how I feel about nature. You know, I have a very love-hate relationship with nature. When I was 3 years old, I had this really big yard, and my cousin, my brother and my cousins were playing football. I was a runt. And my cousin went to throw the ball, and he tipped off my brother's hands and hit a beehive. So, like, they were all older, and everybody just left me to die. And I was stung like 10 times in the butt, trying to get away, and I couldn't sit for 3 days. So fuck the bees, right? You know? Let them die. I'm okay with that now. Totally okay with that. I can tell you this much. The quickest way to ever end a relationship, be it friendship or romantic, is to ask me to go camping. I will never call you again and run away. I prefer climate-controlled areas. But it wasn't always that way. I grew up in a magical land far, far away called Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. And there was this park that was right in the center of our neighborhood. It was called Nailers Run. And when you're a child, it seemed like as big and as vast as Middle Earth. But really, it wasn't all that big at all. But we weren't allowed down there as children. Like, our parents would always tell us, you're not allowed down there. You're not allowed down there. Bad things happen. And I was like, okay. And she's like, you'll find out when you get older. And I was like, oh, I will. Trust me. So we used to go down this park, and we were all just a bunch of, like, you know, Upper Darby kids. Like, our parents didn't camp. We went to the Jersey Shore. So this was, like, our national, like, wildlife refuge. And I remember when we were 8, we found, we were, like, walking through the creek, and we found what we were calling a creek lobster. So we put it in one of those, like I don't know, like you would put, like, a cage thing, and we ran home, and my dad was the go-to guy for all the information in the neighborhood. We're like, Dad, we found this lobster in the creek. He's like, you dumbasses, that's a crayfish. The Upper Darby School District is failing you. But as the years progressed, this park became the center of our lives. I would smoke my first cigarette down there, you know? Feel my first breast. Smoke my first joint. But a lot of firsts happened there, but the best thing was we used to go down there every day after school, and we would smoke cigarettes, and we'd build a fort. Like, an amazing fort. We dug trenches. We, like, had battlements. We had tarp. I mean, it was insane. And then one day we went down there, and we found that our fort was being occupied by homeless people. There was no way for us to evict them. So that's why I put that I worked for Habitat for Humanity on my resume. So we were eventually able to get them out. We got these people out and out of our fort, and then we grew older and out of the fort and all that stuff. But when I was 19 years old, I made the mistake of going to an underage drinking party, and I got arrested, along with 150 of my closest friends. And we got community service. And part of the community service was to go back to that park and clean it up. So I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be fun. I have a lot of memories here. Might as well contribute, you know, for all the years I threw plastic Solo cups in the creek. So we go, and we're cleaning the park up, and there's always been like a real small contingent of homeless people that have occupied this park. So we go in, and not too far off from where our fort was, there's these, like, set of benches. So we get there, and it's 105 degrees on a Saturday in August of 1997. It is awful. I want to die. And we get there, and there's 2 homeless men, and the one homeless man goes to the other and goes, hey, wake up. The maids are here. So if you ever wonder why I stay inside all the time, there's your answer. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.